And the first thing I wanted to talk about today, and that is the NC or NYC rally that ended up happening with Zoran Mamdani, AOC, Bernie Sanders. The socialism brigade, the communist bitch ass niggas. Like, we really need to fucking talk about this because this made me think about socialism and communism again and why this shit is so fucking gay. It's so fucking gay and it never fucking works. Because when you live in a socialist or a communist society, the state is controlling who gets what. It's basically the government is like, here, you get this, you guys get this, everybody gets the same shit. And this shit never works because for me and you as men, it is natural in us for us to compete for resources, for us to want more. The harder we work, the harder we push, the more things that we get, right? Naturally, because we're working harder. So we want to get more. We want to have more. But with these dumbass communists and socialists, these leftists, these liberals, these Democrats, right? They reject that notion completely. They reject that natural masculine urge that men have to gain and garner resources through our efforts. That allows us to do what? Fuck bad bitches. That's what it allows us to do. Because the more we do, the more we improve, the more things that we gain, the more status that we have, the more we're able to procreate. It's built in us to be that way. So what these communists and these socialists don't understand, when you remove incentive, because that's what you're doing. When I mean by incentive, when you remove people's urge to work hard, because you're basically saying it doesn't matter how fucking hard you work, you don't get to have more shit. When what happens when a guy looks at that, any competent man is like, so why the fuck would I work harder? Why the fuck would I do more? Why the fuck would I invent new shit? Why would I provide or do any of these different things if I'm never going to get more than anybody else? If I'm never going to get to have more? If I'm going to do all this work and I don't get more out of it, why would I want to work harder? This leads to what? Nobody wanted to fucking work hard anymore. And that might seem, oh, it's not bad. The government gonna control everything. Well, first you're gonna have the niggas that are gonna rebel. Niggas like me. I'm pulling up on the government like hell fucking nah, nigga. I've worked hard. I put in my effort. I've done all these kind of different things. I want more shit. You need to give me more shit. These funds and all these resources you're allocating to me, it's not enough for me, bro. I need more shit. They're gonna have to shoot me. They're gonna have to blow my brains out, bro. They're gonna have to blow my shit smooth back, bro. Because I'm not with that. I want to have more stuff because I'm working harder. So when you look at all communist regimes through the past, it's never fucking worked. Why? For exactly what I'm explaining. People are like, what the fuck? I want more stuff. I'm working harder. Give me more things. And even worse so, the people who are in control of the state or in control of the government, these people get greedy. They're like, look, we're controlling all the resources. We can decide if these niggas are going to starve or they're going to eat or not. So then what always ends up happening, millions of niggas die every single fucking time. And all of that happens because you just remove incentive. You deny the masculine urge for improvement, development, and resource garnering. You remove it because you're saying it doesn't matter how hard you work. So this now leads me to current American society and looking at the whole New York situation. I can look at New York and say, yeah, New York has been pretty shitty for a while. The people in New York are like, man, this place is fucking shit. If some nigga just comes out here and starts telling me, we're going to tax the rich and give you all the money. If I was a New York nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, well, shit. Like, I mean, that sounds pretty nice compared to what's going on. Because that place is a shithole. I've only been there one time. I went there in like 2017. That was my first experience in New York City. But based off my research and what I've seen, New York's pretty shit. Crime everywhere. Drug addicts everywhere. City run down. Buses are dirty. Everything is shit. The cost to live in the city is just going up and up and up. People hate it. So people will look at Zoran Mamdani and AOC and Bernie Sanders being like, oh, we're going to just tax the rich. We're going to take all the money from the rich. But as I was saying with communism and socialism in general, when you do that, all you're doing is removing incentive. You're making people not want to work for anything. Understand? And that is really fucking bad. Because if you have people who don't want to work for anything, nobody gets better. And only the people who actually want to work are going to be like, what the fuck? What are they going to do? Well, in this scenario, they wouldn't get killed because we don't got full on socialism and communism. So what are they going to do? They're just going to leave the state. They're going to be like, well, nigga, if you guys are going to tax me, I'm just going to leave and go somewhere else. So who's going to get taxed? The one real nigga who's trying to get his money up and is getting his money up in New York. He's like, look, I'm getting my money up. I'm doing what I need to do. All of a sudden, everything is becoming way more fucking expensive. He's like, what the fuck? Just when my shit was improving, just when I was making more money, now my shit is getting more expensive because all the rich niggas can just afford to leave the state, and then they leave the state, and now only the niggas that are actually working hard are going to get punished for these bum ass niggas that don't want to do work. So they get pulled down and they start losing their incentives to work hard. They're like, nigga, I did all this work for all these years. Now I'm getting taxed up the fucking woozah because in New York, I'm pretty sure they have 3 forms of taxes there. I'm getting taxed up the woozah. I should just be a bum nigga. These niggas are getting free shit. They're getting EBT. They're getting SNAP. Nigga, I should just be a bum nigga. Which obviously then destroys the city even fucking more. But liberals, leftists, and Dems, they never play out shit. These niggas are retarded. They don't play anything out. They just hear tax the rich and they think, oh my God, good. And this is the part that I really want you guys to hear and understand. If I were to give you $1 million right now, you would not know what the fuck to do with that money. You might sit here and be like, oh no, Ali, I would know what the fuck to do. No, you fucking wouldn't. You would lose the money. You would waste the money. If I came back to you in 5-6 years, you wouldn't have the $1 million anymore. Why? Because giving an idiot money, giving a retard money, does not fix their life. It does not fix their mind. Everything begins and ends here. Your mentality is your reality. If you think you being given money, a shit ton of money is going to save you, you're fucking wrong. We do not have a wealth gap issue in this country. We have a desire gap issue. We have a mentality issue. It does not matter how much money you give to an idiot. It does not matter how much money you give to a retard. They're still a retard. They're still an idiot. They will still find a way to fuck it up. If you gave a homeless nigga in the middle of New York $1 million, a week later, a month later, that money would be gone. And the nigga would probably be dead. Why? Because he'd spend all that fucking money on drugs. Because he's not actually interested in making money. He's interested in free shit. That's the thing with these retards. That's why you can't give people free stuff. If you follow my shit, if you watch my streams on Rumble, if you watch my shit on YouTube, you know everything worth having in life must be worked for. If you are given stuff for free, you lose your drive. You lose your hunger. You need hunger and drive to do more than you are currently doing. When you give people free shit, when you promise people free shit, you know what they want to not do anymore? Work. If I say I'm going to give you free stuff, I'm going to give you $1 million, are you going to be thinking about working anymore, my niggas? None of you guys would want to work anymore. None of you guys want to become successful and work very hard. You guys would lose your ambition instantly because you're like, look at all this money that I'm going to be able to spend on bullshit. On bullshit that's not going to make you smarter, that's not going to give you new skills, that's not going to teach you how to manage your finances. You're not going to give a fuck about that shit because you're rich now. I'm going to give you free money. And that's what makes a lot of these Democrats, these politicians, so fucking evil because these niggas deep down know. Or maybe AOC or Mamdani or Bernie Sanders, maybe they're retards. But honestly, I think they know. They know, oh, look, this is just a campaign strategy. Let's just tell these niggas we're going to give them a bunch of fucking money. We'll just give them a bunch of fucking money and then they'll be lit and they're going to vote for us. And then what they're going to do is line their pockets. They're going to get really fucking rich while you stay broke. Because they gave you a lesson that does not actually help you. They gave you free shit. You know what's beauty? You know what's super beautiful about the human body? That the opportunity that God has given us. You know, like when you're starving and you're hungry, what do you want to do? When you're starving, when you're hungry, when you haven't eaten in fucking hours, what do you want to do? You want to go eat. You're motivated to go find food. So now you expend energy to go find food so you can eat. Because obviously if you don't eat, eventually you'll die. You'll pass away, my niggas. You understand that? So let me tell you something very crazy. So you guys can understand what I was explaining with the communism and why giving people free shit is bad. Imagine you could starve and not know you're starving. Imagine that. What would happen? you would die and you wouldn't know you're dying. And I know y'all sitting there like, oh shit, Ali, that's wild. But that's essentially what you're fucking doing when you give people free shit. When you tell people, we're going to tax the rich and give you the money and give you all these free resources, you're making people starve without them realizing it. You're taking away people's drive to work. You're taking away people's drive to get smarter. You're forcing them to stay dumb. You're forcing them to stay retards. You're forcing them to rely on you, the government. And that's what the government wants. The government would love to just line their fucking pockets while you're a stupid bum ass nigga that they can easily control. Why? Because this means they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Nobody can question them. That's why a lot of these Dems too, they love just bringing in fucking immigrants all the time that are going to just vote for them no matter fucking what. Because this allows them to do whatever they want to do. It gives them ultimate control. As I was saying with the communist regimes is what happens. They gain all control. They can control everybody. They can choose to starve niggas. They can choose to give people food. It becomes tyrannical naturally. And I don't want any of you guys to fall for that bullshit. You guys are young American men. You guys need to want to work hard because everything worth having in life must be worked for. If you are given free shit, you will take it for granted. You will stay lazy. You will have no hunger or drive to do more shit. We have a desire gap issue in this country. It's not a wealth gap issue. We have a mentality gap issue in this country. It is not a wealth gap issue. These retards on CNN, all this mainstream media, they want you to think, oh my God, the rich people, the billionaires are keeping you from being rich. Fuck no. Because let me tell you something ridiculously crazy. Let's say I took all the money from all the billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires in the United States. I just took it all and I gave it to all the broke niggas. I gave it to all the broke niggas. All the you EBT bitch ass niggas, snap niggas, I gave them all the money. You know what would happen? 10 years would pass. And all of the billionaires would be billionaires again. All the trillionaires would be trillionaires again. All the millionaires would be millionaires again. And all the broke niggas would still be broke. And you're like, well, shit. Why is that, Ali? Mentality. If I know what it takes to make $1 million, even if you take $1 million from me, I will make the million again. If I know what it takes to make $1 billion and you take all the money from me, I will make the billion again. If I am a trillionaire and I know what it takes to make $1 trillion and you take the trillion away from me, I will make the money again because I have the skill. I have the ability. I learned. I suffered. I went through pain. I worked very hard. Late nights, early mornings. I paid my due to learn this skill, to gain these abilities, to have this money. So it doesn't fucking matter if you take the money from these niggas and give it to broke niggas because they'll just get broke again. That's why I said at the start of this stream, if I give you niggas $1 million, you would not know what the fuck to do with it because you never had this money before, bruh. You never had to take this shot before, my nigga. You never had to talk to this bad bitch before. This is new to you. So of course you're not going to know what the fuck to do. You want the actual skill. You want the ability. You want the knowledge. You want to understand how to do this shit. And you only get the understanding from action, from learning, from using your hunger and desire to go through the trials and tribulations to understand what it takes to make this money. So then you can have it forever. So when you tell niggas, hey, we're going to give you free shit, you're robbing them of that. You're robbing them. You're forcing them to stay stupid. We got 40 million niggas in this country on SNAP benefits, guys. Which is basically like welfare for like food and groceries and all other bullshit. We got 40 million niggas. That shit about to get cut off start of November. And it's honestly a good fucking thing. Because a lot of these niggas need to suffer. Because if they don't fucking suffer, they will never learn. They will stay reliant on the government. And like I said, these Democrats, they don't give a fuck about you niggas. They don't care. They want power. They will sell you dreams. They want you to be stupid. They want you to not know what the fuck's going on. They want you to rely on them because they can control you. They can line their pockets and you're not going to say shit about it because you're a retard. Because they sold you a promise that sounded good, but never fucking works. Because rich niggas became rich because they worked hard to become rich. They'll find a fucking way. You try to tax them, they'll leave. They'll move away. So who always ends up getting hurt is the nigga who's on the come up. You young guys, you are the niggas that are going to get cooked. If you're a young guy in New York right now, you're the one who's going to get fucking cooked. You're going to get fucked up by this shit because all the rich niggas are going to be gone. If you're a young man, a young American man who's working really fucking hard in New York right now, you're going to get cooked by this shit because all the rich niggas are going to leave and they're going to tax your dumb ass. So right when you're on the come up, right when the wallet getting bigger, right when your war chest is nice and big and you will take more risks and more opportunities, boom, the tax just going to come out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, well, they're giving all the money to the bro niggas. It's stupid. This is why socialism and communism doesn't fucking work. This is why these leftists and liberals that believe in this shit, they're fucking retarded. They don't play out shit. They don't think in the second or third or fourth order. They're fucking stupid. They're dumb. They think, oh, they hear free and they get excited. And an even crazier secret, guys. As I said, these Democrats, these people in power, they're evil. They know. Because if they really looked at what it took to fix this shit, they're like, bro, that's too much shit. They know. Well, if we really wanted these guys and women, men, these American citizens to improve and be better, shit, we'd actually have to go into the community. I'm speaking specifically on black people here. Like, we'd actually have to go in the blacks community. We'd actually have to tell them, hey, you guys can't listen to this music, this degenerate music anymore. You guys can't listen to niggas getting shot and fucking hoes and all this other bad shit. You guys actually need to go to school. You guys need to get an education. You guys can't keep complaining about slavery anymore. You guys have to actually be looking for economic opportunity. Hey, black women, you can't actually be ratchet and ghetto and twerk all the fucking time. You know, you got to actually want to be moms. You guys have to actually want to be respectful. You guys have to actually want your men to respect you. And niggas, you guys can't just be toting guns and gangbanging and be killing each other over a block you don't fucking own anymore. You guys actually have to be thinking about higher education. You guys have to be thinking about staying in your fucking homes and raising your kids to be competent men and women. You guys have to stop fucking relying on the government to save you. You guys got to stop complaining about white supremacy. That doesn't help you. That turns you into a victim. And when you're a victim and you're blaming all your problems on somebody else, that takes away your power. It makes you irresponsible. It means you're saying the white man must fix my problems, which is what the fuck is going on anyway, because you're on EBT and SNAP benefits. And that's getting paid by the taxpayers, which is a lot of these whites and Asians. You got to stop doing these things. But that goes against Democrats' ideologies. That goes against leftist liberal ideology. You can't criticize black people who are the brokest niggas that rely on all these welfare, EBT, SNAP programs the most. You can't criticize these niggas. That goes against the thing. You have to keep up the white people are holding you back, white supremacy facade, so they can't go criticize those niggas. They can't go fix their mentality so they actually become wealthy. Because deep down they know if they did that, these black people would no longer vote Democrat because they would realize, oh my God, I actually have control over my life. The white man isn't doing shit to me. And the black vote is so important to Democrats. And they know that these are the broke niggas. They're like, oh, we got to keep up the lies. Well, shit, we got to just tell them we're going to tax the rich, because if we don't tell them that and that they can actually have full control over their lives, they're not going to vote for us anymore. That's what makes these niggas fucking evil. They hate niggas. I say this a lot, but these black people, these black Democrats, and Democrats in general, they say they love you. Black community, they say they love you, but they hate you the most. They think you're retards. They think you're stupid. They think you lack ability. They think you can't do it on your fucking own. They think you're irresponsible babies that need to be taken care of. That's what they think of you niggas. That's honestly what they think of you niggas. That's the real truth. They know. Not only is it way harder to go in these communities and fix black culture so they don't do any of this goofy dumb shit anymore, so they don't rely on welfare anymore and SNAP and EBT. It is way harder to go in the black community and be like, we need to revamp this entire fucking culture. Fuck all the past bullshit. Fuck the slavery. Fuck the complaining. Fuck the reparations. Fuck all the bullshit. No, you niggas need to become responsible. You guys need to fix your communities. Men, you need to stay in the house. Women, you need to stop being whores and rapping about your coochie. You need to stop doing this dumb shit. You need to come together in homes, build a family. Have respectable children that go to school and are respectable. Have manners. Treat everyone around them well. Communicate very well. So they're actually in a position where they can become successful, where they can actually make money, where they realize their potential. But that's not going to fit the Democratic agenda. That's not going to fit their agenda. They know that, oh shit, no, we need to keep these niggas broke. They hate these niggas. So I'm saying this all to say, guys, as a young man in America, you have more opportunity to succeed than fucking ever. You don't need free nothing, my nigga. All you need in today's day and age is desire, is hunger. That's it. You don't need anything else. Intelligence is literally at your fingertips, bro. If you're watching this, if you're able to watch this shit right now, you have everything you need to succeed already. All the information is there. You can Google anything you want to fucking learn, any skill, any ability. If you want to learn how to go here, go there, talk to this person, do this thing, you have it all. There's more opportunity than ever. And the opportunity is only going to increase. Because the beauty of capitalism, it's the only system that can fix itself. It's the only system that aligns with natural masculine urges and incentives for achievement. Because you'll hear these dumbass socialists and communists say, oh, well, there's a wealth gap. No, nigga, there's an intelligence gap. Because all wealthy niggas now are making content. You can learn from the wealthiest people in the fucking world right now if you just go on fucking YouTube and spend like 2 months. You can learn from every single wealthy nigga. They all talk. You literally see all their content. So even if you're in the middle of fucking downtown New York somewhere with all the fucking drug addicts, if you have a phone, you can still be learning from the richest niggas in the world right now. The wealthiest niggas in the world right now. So where's the fucking wealth gap? The wealthy niggas are literally telling y'all what to do. You're just not fucking doing it. So what wealth gap are these niggas talking about? What wealth gap are these leftists and liberals and the Democrats talking about? These niggas are fucking stupid. It's a lie. They want you to be dumb. That's what I'm saying. They want you to be dumb, guys. That's what I'm trying. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They want you niggas to be stupid. There ain't no wealth gap, nigga. You can learn from all the niggas. You can literally learn from all the niggas already. Where's the wealth gap? There's a desire gap. You just don't want to do the work. You just want free shit. That's the real truth. You just don't want to do work. That's the real truth. So if you're a young man right now, bro, there's no fucking excuses at all. All the information you need is at your fingertips. Now you just got to know, am I a lazy bitch or not? Am I a faggot or not? Do I actually care about my life? Do I actually want to be responsible? Do I actually want to become something great? It becomes a question of self-reflection. That's why I can't feel sorry for these broke niggas, these bum niggas. In the US today, can't feel sorry for them. There's no way. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, 50, 60 years ago, if you were born in another fucking country too, you were maybe cooked. I mean, I don't want those niggas here anymore. Like I said, I don't be fucking with immigration shit. But the point that I'm trying to make here is maybe 100 years ago, if you weren't born into a wealthy family or in a wealthy environment, you were kind of cooked, sure. But now, bro, what the fuck? You have everything you need, guys. As a young American man, you have everything you need to succeed. You have everything you need to enter the top 1%. Will it take time? Yes. Will it take effort? Yes. Will it take sacrifices? Yes. but you can fucking do it. You can't say you can't do it. And that's what fucking matters. Because you can't say you can't fucking do it. Now you can't say that shit. That makes all the Democrats liars. That makes all the liberals and leftists retards. Because you have everything you need. And tons of men have already done it already. Have went from nothing to something. Consistently and constantly. The shit is literally happening right now, right this fucking second. Your mentality is a reflection of your reality. You already have all the tools you need. So the only thing that's left is gaining the hunger and desire. And once you have that, you will win. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, man. That's my whole thing on that. Like that shit, seeing all that shit just fucking pissed me off at that rally, bro. I'm like, bro, these niggas are being so the fucking retarded ass dream. All these niggas at this rally, they're fucking retards. They don't understand what the fuck it takes to do anything. So they beg for the government to control everything, not realizing that's going to make their lives fucking worse. It's going to make their lives fucking worse. Let me even tell you guys one last thing that's incredible about this shit before we move on to the next thing I wanted to talk about. Imagine. Not even imagine. In reality right now, you know everybody could actually be fed. There's more than enough money to feed everybody in the world right now. Like if all the wealthiest people pulled their money together, everybody in the world could get fed. Everybody in the world could have houses and all this different shit. Everybody could have stuff. Nigga, if you've been to like a Dunkin' Donuts at the end or right before it's about to close, they got a billion fucking donuts still left there. You think that can be, if you took all the Dunkin' Donuts and then went to all the homeless niggas and all the hungry niggas, all the niggas in Africa, you think you couldn't be giving all these niggas food? You could be giving all these niggas food across the world. We could solve world hunger, niggas. We could. We actually could. We could give everybody everything. There's a hell of resources, guys. We have so much fucking resources. We waste a ton of bullshit all the fucking time. Nigga, you walk outside of wherever you're at right now and go to your local trash can in any like shopping center. There's food in that motherfucker. There's food in that bitch. So like, nigga, there's food everywhere. There's buildings everywhere. People could sleep like, bruh, there's places for people to be. There's shelter. There's food. Nobody actually needs to go hungry, guys. Nobody needs to go hungry. Everybody can have their needs met. All their basic human needs, all that shit could actually be taken care of all across the fucking world right now. The capacity and capability is fucking there. But let me tell you something crazy. Let's say we did that. Let's say we solved world hunger. Let's say we gave everybody shelter. Let's say we gave everybody everything they need for their basic human needs. Everything is taken care of. We can even give them TVs, all the other shit, cheap entertainment. Bro, I'm telling you, a phone, nigga. I mean, homeless niggas already got phones. So her phone's everything. So everybody can have everything. Okay. You might think, well, Ali, that's fucking amazing. We'd have world peace. Everybody's taken care of. Everybody's fed. Everybody got entertainment. Everybody got a place to sleep. Life's great. Yeah. It'll be great for a year, for 2 years, for 3, for 4, for 5. But slowly but surely, guys, things would actually start to get fucking worse. And a lot of people would start dying. You're like, whoa. Ali, what you mean, bro? What you mean? Everything's good. Everybody got food. Why everybody start dying? Because incentive is gone. Incentive to get better. Incentive to get smarter. Incentive to get stronger is gone. If everyone is comfortable, if everyone is feeling pleasure, if everybody's life is great, if there is no suffering, if there is no pain, all the work that has been done to advance society, civilizations, the world, technology, it would start to erode because nobody's fucking working anymore. Everybody is comfortable now. Nobody's working anymore. So because nobody's working anymore, all of a sudden, the lights start going out. You can't flush the toilet any fucking more. The street lights start going out. You can't use the gas anymore. The pumps aren't pumping any gas in your whip no more. All of a sudden, the internet's getting fucking buggy. Tree roots are starting to grow throughout your house. The roads are all getting cracked up and fucked up. There's trash everywhere. You start looking at the world and like, what the fuck's going on? All of a sudden, the food supply is slowing down. There ain't no more food. There's all the food. What the fuck? Roofs are falling apart. Everyone's a fat fuck. Health issues are through the fucking roof. Because nigga, everybody's fucking fat as shit now. Nobody exercises anymore. Everybody's fat as fuck. So slowly but surely, the hospitals are getting broken down. Nobody's here to serve anybody. Elderly people are dying at an extreme rate. It's like, what the fuck's happening, nigga? I thought everything was all good. That's what comfort fucking does. You've probably already experienced this in your life already. When you've gotten too comfortable, when you were getting real comfortable, when you had your little success here, you had your little win here, your life started getting great here, you're like, oh, I'm good now, everything lit. All of a sudden, shit just started getting bad, worse. Boom, this shit happened. Boom, this shit happened. Out of fucking nowhere, you're like, what the fuck's happening? You got lazy. You got fucking lazy. And that's what happens when you give everybody everything for free, for nothing. There needs to be poverty. People need to feel the pain of being poor. You need to feel and see the difference between the poor and the rich, because this gives you the incentive to do work. This is what allows civilization to be maintained. This is what allows humanity to evolve. If there's no pain, there's no suffering, there's no poverty, we all fucking die. Millions of people fucking die. By the time we even fix all the shit, by the time niggas wake up and they're like, guys, we got to start working again. We got to start doing shit again. Billions of people are already dead. And then we just go right back to an equilibrium where we're like, oh shit, we got to work again, guys. We can never do that shit again. This is why socialism doesn't fucking work. This is why communism doesn't fucking work. When you remove incentive, eventually everybody fucking dies. So you need to create this push and pull. People need to see poverty. They need to feel the pain. They need to suffer, because this gives them the drive. It gives them the hunger. It gives them the desire to go and work and create and produce something so humanity can continue to prosper and improve. That's why you can't just take a trillionaire's money and give it to everybody. That's why you can't just take a billionaire's money and give it to everybody. That's why you can't just demand people's wealth, because they worked for it. They did this work. They produced things for the world. If you're not doing shit and you ask for people's stuff, nobody wants to fucking work anymore. Nobody's fucking working. Humanity can't be maintained. Everything starts breaking down. Millions of people start dying. Niggas start killing each other. It goes right back to where, oh shit, we got to work again, guys. It just goes right back. This is why all communist regimes always fail. This is why socialism always fucking fails, because everybody ends up dying because nobody's fucking working. And that's what these dumbass leftists, that's what these dumbass liberals, that's what these dumbass Democrats, who probably already know what the fuck is up, don't fucking understand. That's why these policies are so fucking shit, because they can't think in the second or third or fourth order. Holy shit, y'all. But that's just what it is. That's what I want you guys to understand. That's what it leads to. This is why free is so bad. This is why you don't want shit to be fucking free. When you remove that hunger and desire from niggas, everybody fucking starts dying. It's all good at the beginning. Everything feels great at the beginning. And then everybody starts fucking dying because nobody wants to do shit anymore. So that's where we're at, man. Holy shit.